Welcome everybody. So today we're this is the 250 mile review of the AipasM2. So it's a little muddy right now, but so after 250 miles, it's been a great bike. It's a great bike. You do have some wear right here. Wear right here on these forks. But and then we got another thing. It's this rotor is loose, but I kind of am hard with the bike, so yeah. All right, let's go ride it, and it's been going great. The bike's it's been really good. So 247, almost 250, but. Okay, let's get going. So, the bike has been really good. It's honestly a really good bike if you're just getting in for this class. It's like a mountain bike. It weighs about 40 pounds or 50 pounds. I'm not sure. I gotta correct myself on that, but it weighs about 40 to 50 pounds with the battery. It goes 33 miles per hour. Sorry about the shakiness. I'm having to use a chest mount for my phone. I'll get a better mount when I can, but yeah, the only problems I've had with the bike is it's a hardtail, so you're not gonna get the suspension as you would get with an e-cell or something with full suspension. You definitely don't get that. It's definitely it's more if you're wanting to ride mountain bike trails, but you still want an e-bike. This is probably the bike for you. And after 250 miles, I have ridden this thing like a mountain bike, doing drops and stuff, and that's the only problem I've had is the brake rotor coming loose. But if you just want to always cruise around on this bike, you can. And it's definitely, I would say it's probably a good bike for a beginner. If you have experience with e-bikes, you probably don't want to get this because you probably want some more power, like an e-cell. But it's $1,000. It's $1,000 off right now, and I think, in my opinion, it's a really good price for it because you're getting 33 miles per hour and almost 2,000 watts peak power. It charges in about 3 to 6 hours from empty to full. And I only have about 47 volts, 48 volts right now, and I can get up that hill. And the camera doesn't do justice, but it's a pretty steep hill. This bike it's 50 volts, but it goes up to 54.6 volts max battery charge. But it's really high, nice quality for the bike. It's the AipasM2. This is the display. You have a horn with it, and a horn and a light. Gear shifter to half throttle. Yeah, it's a really good bike, and it's really good for 250 miles. And I've only had this bike for about 4 months. And already have about 250 miles. I could say this thing can go for maybe 2,000, 3,000 miles of having to do anything to it. Yeah, it's really good. I didn't make a review on it. Yeah, that front brake is really squeaky. So I'm just using the back brake right now, and the back brake's not that good. That's the only downside I'd say about this bike. Is the brakes. That front brake has always been squeaky the day I got it, and it's never, and the back brake doesn't work as good too. The back brake does not work as good either, and the front brake's a good one, but they're not hydraulic brakes, they're mechanical, so you don't get hydraulic brakes with this bike. And the battery will last, if you're on it always, I'd say if you're cruising, you could go at least 100, maybe like 100, maybe to 50 to 100 miles. But if you're like riding it like just full throttle most of the time, you can probably only go 20 to 40 miles, or probably more than that. But I'm gonna try to do a top speed run, show you guys how fast it can go. And this is only with 47.1 volts. So I don't have a lot of volts on this bike. The suspension's nice. You can change, it's some twists, but it's not air suspension. It's just normal, I forgot what it's called, but it's not air. Like I said, it's a hardtail. Plug-in is right here. Yeah. Alright, well, I'm gonna go do a top speed run. I'll cut the video to when we get there. Alright, so there's a car coming. Alright, well, this is where we are going to do our top speed run. We only have about 47 volts. So it's not gonna be max acceleration, but we're on sport. And let's car pass and then we're gonna go. We got to 28 because we were going uphill hard. Let's get down. Let's try to get to 33 this time. That was full brakes right there. Alright, well. That's the AipasM2 review, 250 miles. So the pros of this bike, I would say, if you're just getting into like e-biking and you want a good company that's like, it's well built, but still on the cheaper end for like budget friendly, get this. I mean, you can get an Amazon bike, but like, this is probably the better option. Yeah, that's one of the pros. One of the cons I don't like about it is the rear brake, it's loose, and then the front fork is kind of like shedding off its paint, and then this did come with a rack, but we removed it. Well, we're gonna put it back on. And another con is there's internal wiring. So like this goes into here, everything goes into this. So it's very clean. And then another con is that it's street legal. So it's like a bike, but you can still go 33. And you have your rack, a rack. But yeah, if you like a mountain bike, but it's still like a hardtail and feels like a mountain bike, the AipasM2 is probably the best for you. So, yep, that was a review of the AipasM2 250 miles. Goodbye, everybody.